when I went to study abroad. This was only for 2 weeks, but it was all paid for by the Japanese government, so I was psyched. I was pumped. I was ready. My Japanese teacher specifically chose me and 12 other people to go abroad. And so when we went abroad, it was a language cultural development program to spread awareness for building cultural relations amongst America and Japan. Standard stuff. We went to go visit a Japanese high school and to meet our homestay friends. And one part after we did the initial ceremony and we were talking and we were getting to know each other all in Japanese, they said, "Hey, now that you guys have got to learn the ins and outs of Japanese high school, why don't you guys go experience a class?" And I was like, "Whoa, a class in Japanese. I hope I get English." I did not get English. I got advanced Japanese literature and grammatical structure. I know it was advanced Japanese literature and grammatical structure because when they gave me a handout for funsies, you can't see me here, but I'm doing air quotation marks. It was all in kanji. And I almost lost my brain. But of course the class started and I'm 0.1% in the room. I'm the only black person in the room, so obviously I have to I stand. I felt confident until the teacher comes in and starts the class and he's like, "Hello," like he's like, "Nice to meet you." And I'm like, "Nice to meet you." And I don't even try, but he's like, "Would you like to introduce yourself?" I couldn't hear anything because the entire class was talking because they were so excited that I was there and I could speak Japanese and that I was generally just a cool person all around, so I didn't hear the teacher introduce himself. So when I went to say, "Hi, konnichiwa, dozo yoroshiku," I can't even remember his name now because I was so mortified, but I called him by his first name. Now, here, this usually isn't that big of a deal, but there it was like the 5th level of friendship, I guess. The entire class, and I mean the entire class, went, "Ah, yes, yeah," and I was standing there, I was mortified, I was like, "Oh, sumimasen," and he was just standing, and he's like, iyo," and I was like, and I stood there, and I thought to myself, 8 years of being a freaking weeboo nerd to spend the next 4 years learning knowledge about Japanese culture, and I forget that they go last name, first name when you introduce yourself. And then I spent the rest of the time not knowing anything that happened in class. And that's the time I studied abroad in a Japanese high school.